going to lie down in the shade. But while I do that, I can give you some Baroque music lessons. There's so many different textures in the trees. Now the thing we have to do when we play music is look at the notes and identify all those different textures and bring them out. If you play only the notes, it doesn't really make any sense. It's like reading a book without any interpunction or knowing how whether your voice goes up or down. You need to really look carefully where you're going to put your commas and your full stops. Which notes belong together to make one phrase.
I play the viola and I come from the Netherlands.
I am Joan, I play the Baroque violin.
I'm from Berlin and I play the viola.
I play cello.
I'm from France and Korea and I play the cello.
This is Lola, I'm Lorea. And we are from Madrid. She's from Galapagar and I'm from Las Rozas. And she plays violin and you play viola. No, again.
One of the things that's unusual about YUBO is that we're actually creating an entire orchestra from scratch. And many years we have as many as 14 different nationalities within the orchestra. So we do get quite a lot of different characters. Different nationalities, of course, make for different characters, but the selection we obviously try to make a cohesive group, and it's one of my jobs is to see how we can make that group work as an ensemble.
What do you do in your free time, Davina?
What do I do in my free time? Pluck my eyebrows, maybe?
Yeah, Davina is going to be on film plucking her eyebrows.
For an hour.
Spending too much time together 24 hours a day does have its influence.
We also invite guest directors, and on this particular tour we have Enrico Onofri, who's one of the most amazing violinists around, and it's very inspirational to work with. And his program is called Archi in Battaglia, which is Strings in Battle.
I decided to dedicate myself to Baroque music because the original way of playing is much more modern than the modern in some way, because gives us more freedom in some sense. For example, in terms of improvisation, so in some way it's very close to the 20th and 21st century music, like the jazz or the contemporary music.
In that time, everybody knew what they were doing and what they were supposed to be doing, so they never wrote down everything, they just jotted down the notes, basically.
The composers provide a framework, but then the musicians interpret the composer's intentions, but they can put their own interpretation on the top of that, and that makes it really exciting.
People with different experiences and different languages of way of playing change themselves, sometimes forcing each other in a direction or in another one, and it's very funny to in some way coordinate this fight between different opinions, and finally the music works very well, and we have not to speak for playing, just making music. Oh my God. This is the bell of the dinner.
1, 2. Good. Count, play, soon.
The season with YUBO is indeed a very intense experience, and people make extraordinarily close and swift relationships. One of the inevitabilities of the kind of touring that we do, with lots of travelling, is that things do go wrong. And one of the things, for example, on this tour, our double bass player, her instrument was broken in transit on the plane to Paris, and it's devastating for somebody. It's almost like their partner. I mean, certainly their best friend, and to see and to open the case and to see it broken was really heartrending.
So, do you think it definitely needs a new neck and a cross? Or will it?
Well, I glued it back, but that wasn't long enough time. We didn't have enough time to do that. So
when people were seeing the bass in the airport, yes, and I'd unpacked it, I think it looked a lot worse than it was because all the strings and the bridge, yeah, and everything had come off. It just looked kind of really terrible. Some very shocked people. I've been playing Baroque music in particular for about 3 or 4 years now. I enjoy playing on gut strings. I think it gives a really fantastic sound, and you can get so many different sound colours from the strings.
The metal strings which are used on the modern instrument, of course, are made of metal, so it's steel. So the feeling is very different from the gut string. You can feel when you play on gut strings that there's something alive, or at least that it was alive, you know. This is the difference.
Sounds the same as it did before?
Yes? Good.
Brilliant. Well, got my bass back.
This is not normal. This is just we're on holiday, coffee and cigarettes.
This is not holiday.
Yes, it is. Playing music is always a holiday.
Oh, that's the sentence of the day.
Okay.